What's up everyone, Danny Lightning back with another CSR2 video. Today we are checking out the Huracan Performante Spyder. We're going to do a maxed out shift and tune, a stage 5 shift and tune. We're going to do a review on the car. We're going to see if we can find the live racing setup and all that good stuff and show you all kinds of good ways to drive the car and things you can do with it. So let's go do it to it. And today I'm on the Nitro for CSR's account because I haven't maxed this out on mine yet, but let's get to that maxed out shift and tune, then we'll move on to the stage 5 and the rest of the junk. When you have the car 100% maxed out with all the stage 6 and all the fusions, nitrous all the way to the right, final drive 2.39, tire pressure on 8 psi, and that gives us a 8.147 on the dyno. So to drive this, we're going to try and get a perfect start. Shortly after, shifting to second, nitrous on third gear, and all the rest of the shifts right before the red line. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third nitrous, fourth, fifth gear, sixth gear, seventh gear. And that's pretty much how you do it. If you get your shifts and your launch and everything at just the perfect spots, it'll run a really good time. There we got an 8.037, which is okay, I guess. Let's go ahead and fit this car back to stage 5 parts only. So when you have all the stage 5 parts and all the fusions installed, this is the way we're going to tune it and drive it. Nitrous on 285 and 3.1. Final drive 3.07, and tire pressure is on 8 psi, and that's going to give us a 9.820 on the dyno. Alright, so it seems to drive the exact same way. Let go of the gas about number 1 for a perfect start. Shortly after, shifting to second, nitrous on third. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third nitrous, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. And that's really about all there is to it. Very easy car to drive. So now we're going to go see if we can find some sort of live racing setup for this car. There we got a 9.792, which was a very good run. So I don't think this is going to have a live racing setup, but I'm going to check. Alright, so I found a live racing setup that might actually do halfway decent. I don't expect it to be great, but I think we'll win some live races. And this is a low performance point high evo setup where you don't need a whole lot of parts, meaning you don't want to beat the dyno time. If you beat the dyno time, this won't work very well. But we got the tires on stage 4. Transmission is on stage 5, and we have the nitrous on stage 5. All the other parts are refit back to stock, okay? We got the nitrous at 212 and 3.0. Final drive 4.03, and tire pressure is on 16 psi, and that's going to put us in the 12.2 lobby. So basically we want to try and run a 12.2 or a little bit slower. We do not want to run this car faster than 12.2 in the live racing lobby. That way it doesn't get moved into the next faster lobby. You don't want to beat the dyno time or the lobby you're in with this type of tune. The whole idea is you can stay in the 12.2 lobby and possibly win a decent amount of races. So let's go show you how to drive this with this setup. So we're pretty much going to drive it the exact same way. You can play around with nitrous on second gear or third gear, but 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third nitrous, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and that's all she wrote. And it is going to run a little bit slower than the dyno time naturally, so this may or may not do great on the live racing, but you know what? If you already got the car, it's already upgraded. Why not give it a try and see what it does? There we got a 12.239. So yeah, should do halfway decent at live racing, I expect. This account's not capable of taking in the live race, so I can't really go in there and test it out right now, but this should do halfway decent. I don't expect it to be a great live racer, but it may win a few live races here or there. Okay, so it's time to do a review on this car. So it's not really a bad car, but it's not a great car. So it's going to run about a 7.9 something if you get a perfect run and you have it maxed out. High speed, top speed, probably around 300-ish miles per hour, maybe a little bit over. 0 to 60 in like 0.8 or 0.9, 0 to 100 in like 1.3 or 1.4 seconds. So it's got great acceleration, good top speed. It runs about an 8 second, so it's not super fast, but it's got decent stats. It's an okay car, right? It looks like you're probably going to be able to do a few live races here or there. The car is definitely nothing special. There's definitely way more cars in the game, way better than this thing. All right, this does not stand out. Nothing about this car really stands out other than it's got pretty decent acceleration, right? Some of these cars have a 400, 500 plus mile per hour top speed. Yeah, I mean, some cars are good at this, good at that, good at that. This one really has a nice amount of acceleration. That's, I guess, the strongest point on this car, I would say, is the quick acceleration. The live racing setup might win you a couple live races here and there. I don't expect it to be wonderful or even good, but it might be decent. You'd have to give it a try to find out. Normally on the live racing setups with the low performance point high Evo, I like to see a lot higher Evo points, right? We only had like 1100. I like to see like 16, 17, 1800 Evo. Those cars usually get a bigger lobby advantage. The cars that are only around 1000 or 1100 don't have as much of a lobby advantage on that type of tune. But anyways, yeah, I think that's going to be the review and how to drive this car. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any good, CSR2 game info, how to drive cars, news, whatever. You don't want to miss that stuff. So hit that subscribe button, click the little bell, set those notifications to all. And if you'd like to help support the channel, check out the thank you button or the join button down below the video to become a monthly channel member or to donate. Down there in the video's description, go ahead and drop down that description. There's some interesting links down there, some other ways to support the channel, link to a Discord server, and all kinds of stuff you might be interested in. So check out that stuff down there in the video's description, guys. Now, I think that wraps that up. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are amazing. Lightning out. Have an awesome day. See ya.